Last season, we did the first ever battle between Patreon groups, the Russell Hant Show and Johnny Fairplay's NSFW.
I hope it's one of these guys' birthday soon, so I can vote them out on it.
I can't see anything at the moment, and I'm confessing for the idol.
How this game is working, I have no idea.
That is clear.
Joe.
Me.
This season, we're back for more. We have 4 returning players, 16 new faces, new twists, and a new co-host.
This season, we are doing the Russell Hant Show versus the Survivor Specialists of Phil and Alexa.
Pre-game alliances were bound to happen.
The game hasn't started yet.
Pre-existing relationships exist.
This is going to be interesting. I have made alliances with my team.
As far as pre-game alliances are going.
And now we're the 2 within the 4 within the 6.
Spam, all these Facebook messenger notifications.
Before we even started, we got stuff happening.
Pre-gaming really hard and then not pre-gaming at all.
I have a pretty strong, solid 6-person alliance.
Here are what the castaways of the TRHS tribe are thinking and contemplating.
Alright, so I'm back for round 2. And let's hope this time goes better because I have had the exact same experience in the last game and the 2 minis that I played. I seem to always get voted out right before the merge. So I don't know what I'm doing that is making me a great candidate to not make merge, but let's hope that it's different this time.
Man, is it good to be back or what? I'm super excited to do this again. Have another opportunity to get this win.
Hi, I'm Carrie. This is my first time doing something like this. I've never played in an ORG before.
Nice guy here with his first confessional video.
It's my first confessional for the season. My name is Corey Conway.
But this time I have something extra to help me in the game. It's already working out great so far. Obviously, the game hasn't actually started yet or anything, but as far as pre-game alliances are going, I think I'm in a really good position because I have a spy.
I have a friendship with Karen that nobody knows about, or at least I hope nobody knows about. She has been one of my very best friends for probably 8 years now.
Carrie and I are buddies. So, people don't know that we know each other.
It would be great if we're able to be in the same alliance. We want to work together, but I don't know if that's a possibility.
My current number 1 is Karen. That might surprise people that watched season 1. However, I know I have Rob in my back pocket the whole time. So if I'm ever in trouble and Rob finds out, he will let me know. I know that for a fact.
As of right now, I'm aligned with Corey and Denny, who I love.
Rob and Joe also seem to really want to work with me.
Now, while Karen's my number 1 now, I want to establish a side number 1 and a side number 2 in Denny and Carrie. Because I know if I'm ever going to win this game, eventually I'm going to have to separate from the other 2 former NSFWs on my tribe. And I know I have to separate from Rob and I have to separate from Karen. So there will be a time, if I make it that far, where I will be separating from those 2. And I want to have a final 3 of Carrie and Denny.
all 6 of us are kind of working together.
Ben believes he's in the ends with us. He's really a 7th. He's pretty quiet. It's nothing against Ben, but I just feel like this unit is the strongest unit we have to move forward, and that leaves Christian, Sam, and Logan on the outs.
You know, I'm an HR manager for my occupation, and I can build relationships, I can build trust, I can talk to people, I can understand people, and I think I'm really going to use those traits and turn that into success for this season coming up.
This time I'm going to be a little more flexible, I think. I mean, there's like lots of things that happen in the game that you can't account for, so I'm trying to be a little more flexible this time and have more relationships with more people. I really, really hope we don't lose 4 challenges in a row like we did last time.
I'm going to be going to work after we do our challenges and after we do tribal councils. I'm not going to go to bed. I'm going to have a nice 8-hour shift to just think about everything that just went down. Whether it's a win, or whether it's a loss, or whether I just blindsided somebody, or whether I just got blindsided losing one of my alliance members. I'm going to do my confessionals right after the fact.
I've got ears in lots of places this game, so even if things don't go my way, I should at least know about it ahead of time, and it would give me a chance to actually do something.
But definitely excited. We did the cast assessment. Russell did that, which was fun. I mean, I learned some things just from listening to some people's answers, but I'm not going to take much of that seriously. Just like they probably aren't going to take a lot of what I said seriously. I kind of played the cocky, confident tribe member. No one even knows me. I mean, Russell was like, who is Sam? Like, does he even post on our page? I've never seen his name, which is kind of what I wanted. I kind of want to just be laying low until this all starts.
Now let's check in with the specialist to see what they're thinking in terms of pregame alliances and everything that's going on their end.
Oh, hey. Wow, it's you guys again. Oh, man. It's me, your boy Pook. I am back, and I am here to play this time. We all saw how the first season went. Oh, man. I went through hell and high water to do what I did, to get where I did, and it blew up in my face. You can start expecting a lot more from me this season. I promise you.
Hey guys, I'm McKenna. I'm playing for the Specialist, the best team. And as you can see by this little wall behind me, I'm a big Survivor fan. So I am ready to see how I can do in a game. Only time will tell.
What's up, everybody? My name is Morgan. I am a high school math teacher, and I'm excited to play this game and school everybody else.
Hi guys, my name's Ian Moorhead. I will be playing Survivor, online Survivor for the Specialist Tribe. I'm new to the Patreon group, probably just about 3 weeks ago, so like a week before we even heard about this game. Survivor is something I've always wanted to do, and when I was 6 months away from being of age to apply, I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, which is, yes, a very livable disease, chronic disease. However, it is something that keeps you from doing Survivor.
Here we go. Survivor Specialist versus the Russell Hand Show. These Russell Hand Show people, they've been talking smack the last couple weeks. They think they've got this in the bag. But we specialists are here to show them that it's not going to be that easy, and I think they're going to be in for quite the surprise.
What's up, everybody? Let me introduce myself. I'm Phil, and I'm a carpenter for the school board, and, part-time YouTuber, maybe wannabe YouTuber, who knows, we try to make that work. I like to do NASCAR stuff, but hey, now we're playing Survivor. I've always wanted to play Survivor, and now I kind of got a chance to play it, so we're gonna give it my best shot. I'm gonna have a good time, and who knows, maybe even win.
Me, you, Morgan, Annabelle, Jeremy, Philip. the 6.
Me, you, Morgan, and Annabelle is the 4 within that 6.
And then me and you, the
Is
2.
the 2 within the 4.
This onion.
Yeah,
That
we
nobody-
decided to film this to peel back the layers a little bit.
I got together with the girls because obviously there's 3 of us. You're gonna figure that we're together. So then we decided to each pick a boy to bring into the fold. Annabelle decides to message Ian, and then they connected, and Annabelle was like, "Oh yeah, the girls, we're tight. Do you want to join this as like the only boy?" So then I connect with Ian, and we're like, all right, I think we're vibing on the same wavelength, and now we're the 2 within the 4 within the 6.
We kind of decided to make that right as it started, right when it was still 4, because then we got 5 with Philip, and then it took us another few days or so to get a 6. We ended up getting Jeremy.
Jeremy thinks Philip started the alliance because I told Jeremy that Philip contacted me first, which technically he did.
And I'm thinking, man, I need to reach out to somebody. Who can I reach out to? And I'm looking through, I said, let me reach out to McKenna. She seems like she's all right. I remember her from the trivia game that we did a few months back. So, you know, why not? Reach out and talk, and, you know, worked out for the better because it turns out she was talking with a few people also, and a group is forming.
But he didn't know about the alliance that I brought Philip into.
Last night, John formed a group of 6 that he thinks is in the majority.
I didn't know much about the specialists other than our mutual love for Survivor. So I was a little worried. How am I going to come across these people? What are they going to think of me? But I think I've insulated myself quite well now. Me and Pook, we're ride or die, baby. We're taking this all the way to the end.
I have made alliances with my team, the specialists this time, not TRHS, so I'm looking forward to that. Of course, I have made some secret alliances with the other team. The pregame is strong with me this time, my friends. I got Denny. Denny is probably my number 1 on the other side. I know she's good with Corey, and we got a lot of stuff going on right now.
And I've been able to reel in a few people with Pook, despite the fact that people in the tribe were definitely wary of Pook having played before, especially because he played for the other tribe. But I've been able to convince people that Pook is super trustworthy and that we can go so far working together. So I've been able to pull in people like Morgan and Annabelle, Phil, Ian, and hopefully the 6 of us are able just to run this show.
So there's 4 of us in our 6 that are in John's 6. And this is basically just a way for us to get information on John and Pook, which leaves Frank and Andrew out.
I wish that players would be more aggressive. John from the specials is the only one reaching out to me. The luck stat is also really high, along with the charisma and intelligence. But hopefully I can pull out some big challenge wins. I'm looking forward to endurance this season.
And they've been the least active in the group in general so far.
Yes. And I feel like I'm kind of tight with Pook, where we are like, if you hear my name, I hear your name, but we have never established an alliance.
So, the specialists. Very quiet group. I have actually got them together a few times for some Zoom calls as a tribe to try to let them know, that I have experience playing, that we need to really focus on these puzzles. We need to focus on what's going on in the game.
I told him that I wanted like a clean slate. Hey, I was worried about you in the beginning, but now like through calls and stuff, I think you're really chill.
I think that it's going to be a hard road for me. I got to make sure that they think they need me. They need to bring me at least to the merge.
I think Pook can be definitely an asset. It seems that the group wants to go with Andrew as the first vote, not the whole group, but the John group, because Pook and Frank are pretty tight because they're both returning players.
You know, I'll know by merge whether or not I'm going to stick with a specialist or I'm going to hop ship back over to TRHS. I don't plan on going to TRHS yet, but if I have to, I got to. You know, it's something that I've been thinking about a lot.
And John thinks they can be assets, and Andrew really hasn't connected with anybody. So I think unanimously, I think we could all vote out Andrew, but I think our group, our actual 6, thinks that the better choice is Frank.
I'm a little worried because I've kind of taken on this leadership role within the tribe. We all know leaders don't do too well in Survivor. At least, that's the general consensus. But without a camp life, maybe that changes. And also, in recent years of Survivor, the leaders haven't really gone home early. So I'm hoping that trend continues and I'm able to take this down. I think I have a pulse on the tribe. I think I know how most people are thinking.
Since John seems to be all of a sudden he seems to be wanting to take over. So we're kind of going to let him take over as long as he goes towards Andrew and Frank.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, our first challenge is coming up here in a couple hours, so we don't even know if we're going to have to vote anybody out anyway.
Next time on Survivor.
Welcome to Survivor TRHS versus the Specialists. The 20 of you were chosen to represent 2 different Patreon groups, the Russell Hand Show and the Survivor Specialist podcast of Phil and Alexa. We're going to get started with something right now. I want you to take out the Sharpie, and I want you to take out a piece of parchment paper because you're voting somebody off right now. And in fact, this season we are not doing TRHS versus the Specialists. You just selected your captains for our 2 new tribes.